Welcome to the birthplace of college football. The State University of New Jersey, the campus of Rutgers in Piscataway, and we are ready for what ought to be a tremendous game today. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Welcome to the birthplace of college football, the campus of Rutgers University in Piscataway, New Jersey, where the game will be a little more technical, but no less intense than that showdown with Princeton in 1869. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Northwestern Wildcats taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Scarlet Knights will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Wildcats offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm, can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him.
Oh, he's got some space. The freshman brought down after a really... run there.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. It has been a rocky ride through Big Ten play so far, and they're running out of time to turn it around.
Yeah, and sometimes the Big Ten will do that to you, right? It's a competitive conference. There's a lot of competitive environments that you have to step into, and they haven't been great this season, let's be honest. But, Jesse, I'm more interested to see how they finish off the last part of this season, because it's one thing to have expectations and to get down. It's another thing to quit.
Yeah, you just want to see how resilient they are, too, David, because the coach, he's been saying the right things after taking all these losses at the podium, after games. We got guys hurt. We've got young players. We're inexperienced. We're learning how to win. But, you know, you're running out of time for excuses. You've now got to turn the page. You've got to show up. You've got to put a complete game together and get a W.
He is going... Where? Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels...
Turning it on! And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. The Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Gives it on the option. Gets it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Got a man, it's Blake. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. And the Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give out of the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Houston. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Scarlet Knights look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And the Scarlet Knights come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Scarlet Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now.
There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll go to the ground. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He'll try the left side. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Quick strike complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Wildcats with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he...
A shot toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And just when they thought they had a chance to pull even, the flag wipes it out, and they'll have to go back to work. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Going right to work up top. Got it in the middle, it's Duff. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Scarlet Knights want to pick up the tempo.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down.
Breaks into the open, and the ball's on the ground. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Knocked out, and the ball's loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
That ball carrier is very lucky. Easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
The Scarlet Knights just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, middle of the season. You can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! Fit it in the window for the score. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. It has been a rather rough ride for this sophomore behind center. They came into this one believing that they could make explosive plays in the passing game, but they haven't taken care of the football, and they haven't done much up top. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right on the money. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Makes the grab. It's Wagner.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Using the quick game. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. The snap sets up the throw. Wide out trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've moved him forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats.
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the first half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the second half.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Makes the catch. It's Dean. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got to...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Snagged in the middle. It's Dean. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll try it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
The Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Off play action. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. pressure. Pulls it in. It's Dean. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
In these situations, 3rd and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushes loose. Go get that QB.
That keeps the score. Rutgers, 14.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They'll leave it with him. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those...
Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. And we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that one.
The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. You kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. And for this sophomore signal caller, this one will be filed under learning experience. And I think it's fair to say that the corner and the rest of his buddies on defense have won this battle, keeping this quarterback in check, David.
They have. They've definitely won the battle. And you wanted to see more in this matchup. And I'll tell you what, this QB, we know he's got ability. And listen, I know that's a great corner out wide, but I wish he'd have made a little bit more of the simple plays and moved this offense a little bit. Been a bad day, man.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the... Turning it on! Smashes through the tackle. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Run out of bounds, they'll spot him at the 24.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score, 2nd and goal. Try to march their way in. Touchdown, Northwestern. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And he makes the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tied game, hoping to get something on the board. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's loose. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
I'm not just playing from behind trying to get points. I'm also racing against this clock. One thing I can't do, take sacks. I gotta throw the football away. I gotta understand the clock situation.
The sure hands, it's Houston. And they pick up just a few on that completion. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play, clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's taking a deep shot. Snags it down the right side. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that touchdown, now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
17.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Caught over the middle. It's Covey. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He's looking to throw on third and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And these moments can be tight, man. You start looking at that clock, and that thing's staring at you. So I got to pass, I got to pass. Big fourth down and short. You got to get this first down. So you got to be thinking about that first before you think about the clock.
He's got it. First down and more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Northwestern right back to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires toward the target. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open...
Gonna take a shot. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, they're running 4 verticals down the field, and the quarterback's just hoping one of those matchups can win, but you got to give the defense credit. They were ready for it on the back end, and that is a massive interception late in this game with the score so close.
Huge interception. The 2-minute drill a lot of times decides the football game, and this defense, man, you could tell they were ready for 4. They played deep, they read the quarterback's eyes, they break on the football, and they probably end this football game.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. At the 20, he's got space. There he goes. Steps out of bounds at the 42-yard line, and they were just playing it safe, backed up in their own end, and he made a play. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I...